Morning, guys. Let's see what we have here. Looking at this square, looking at this bottom right here. I want to take it, but I just got to hold off right now. The spread is just a little too much for me. Don't want to jump in there with that spread, so I'm just holding off.
RAT
look like I'm gonna get that one, but I wanted to take it long. The squares was square spread was like 20 cents, which I didn't like out the gate, so I didn't pull the trigger. Look like I should have pulled it to try to play that quick pop. There's a quick pop. Let's see if we can get a pullback, some basing or something like that, and then I'll try to take this long. Overall market is still pulling, so we'd like to see how that plays out, both from the NASDAQ and the S&P 500 are pretty much right at support levels. We'd like to see if they can hold up and bounce here. Look at that square. I mean, it was a great risk reward. I wanted to risk the spot I was looking at to give it as a risk was 69.46 from where it was at, but again, I just couldn't take it because of the spread, and I'm kind of kicking myself in the butt here that I didn't take that. Man, oh well. See if we can get some kind of pullback, reset, and then I'll see if I can get in on that square. No need to rush it. Today's Monday. Got a full week to go. As you guys know, I am swinging this square into earnings. I took it last Friday on the option side of things, and we'll see how that plays out. Man, look at that, guys. It's a beauty. Oh, gosh. Netflix is pushing out of the gate. What a beauty. BA looking pretty good out of the gate as well. Testing key levels right now. So right now, nothing on the equity side. Only have my option contracts working right now. Not much I can do about that. Tell you guys why I didn't go long. Kind of kicking myself in the rear. And I was looking for that 71.10 spot out of the gate. I'll show you well, you can almost see it on the screen right here. I just wanted to bounce right into the 71.10 spot, but like I said, I didn't like the spreads out of the gate, so I might have just missed this run. If so, I won't pull the trigger. I won't chase anything. I'll wait for a few things to set up and take some long. If you look across the board, everything pretty much gapped up. I mean, popped out the gate off this bottom. Man, oh man. So you guys see, I sometimes miss it. 20-cent risk. See, I just gotta respect it. And this is what happens when you respect those kind of rules. You miss this. 20 cents spread. So basically, my risk was, what did I say, 69? I think it was like 69.45 ish. I would have had to add a 20 cents on top of that. I mean, it just took me out of my risk reward, so I couldn't take the trade. I just couldn't take it. So now I'll just wait for a setup, see if I can get in it. I think this comes back down eventually, consolidate, and then we'll see what the overall market is doing, and then that's how I'll probably gauge it. So I thought I was going to be in and out today. Looks like I won't be pulling the trigger at first. Probably sit back, relax, sit on my hand. No need to chase anything, and then go from there. Morning, Coleman. Morning. All right, here's the pullback I was speaking of. Like I said, that was just a pop out the gate that you was going to get. It's just one of those days that you can get in and out of the market. And that's what that was looking for. Pretty much did it. Let's see if we can start getting things to pull back a little. And as you can see, this is why I say don't chase it. Yeah, we missed out on a full point. So basically, had we bought it, we still would have almost got a full point out of it. But it's just say if you knocked out 500 shares, this little move would have bought you a $500 return. 1,000 shares, $1,000 return, so on, whatever you had. Pretty much is what your return would have been just off this move. That's what I was trying to get. But again, you see, as you can see it, the downtrend break popped it when I was going to pull the trigger, had like a 20-cent risk. That added too much of a risk on my position, so I didn't take it, but I wish I did. Oh well. Morning. So that was that. If you go across the board, we can actually flip. I don't have any equity position on the table now, so I don't mind flipping right now. Typically I wouldn't had I been in a position. Oh, it's this side. No, it's right in front of me. So let's go across the board. Apple. If you can see, Apple popped out as well right into that resistance area, which should be right here. Need to break this to push higher, which be last week's high, last week's Friday high. Break that, pop, push higher. This is what I'm looking at. Facebook also popped out the gate, looking pretty nice as well. Facebook right into resistance. This thing can flip. All right, come on, think of one. Come on. There we go. Facebook right into that resistance. Pop that, you can push higher. You need to hold 179.79, and then you rock that up a little higher. That has some room to go as well. But again, you would have to see what happens. I don't know what's going on. My Thinkorswim seems like it's acting up right now. But I think everything will pull back eventually, hopefully, so I can get in on some equity. Or I just have to wait it out. What did we do? We did Apple. We was looking at Square. We was looking at Facebook. Microsoft as well is looking pretty good up here as well. Pull. As you can see, the pull. I call this red to green. So that should push. That should be going to 123.52. Would be a part of where I would be looking at some resistance on that one. The only ones that look weak this morning is actually the chip sector. Looking pretty weak. If you look at it, Roku looks nice as well. Chip sector is pretty still beaten down. Look at that. You probably can take that risk just below. Just the overall sector is just still looking a little weak, but I think they're lagging behind, so that can probably be the sector that you can probably jump in and push. Yeah, Square hit my spot. I'll go look at that. Damn it. Nvidia, watch that, see if that can get going in here. Broke the trend, pushing up, got a nice little trend going. But got a couple resistance spots for it, going right into resistance. Once you take that out, you probably go red to green on this as well. So Nvidia doesn't look too bad. Roku looks great out the gate, as mentioned. But again, Roku, as you can see, going right into resistance. Need to pop that 657.11, hold above that, try to take out Friday's high, and then you can rock out a little higher. I love playing gap downs, as you can see. Why? You get the explosive moves right out the gate for the most part. Fill in the gap, get in and get out. It's what I wanted on Square, but as you can see, I didn't get in because of the spread. Just didn't want to be that down that much on Monday. All right. And our QCOM is looking awesome as well. Look at that, baby. Nice. Yeah, I won't be going anywhere with this baby, but strong, look great. Pop that. I would love to see this finally hold above this 81 level. And if so, look how much room this baby has. I don't even think I marked it. Yeah, I did. Yep. 92.52 would be the next area. But first you would have to break out of that 82.52, and then you should start slowly working your way right into that level is what I'm looking for on that QCOM. We'll see what happens. And that's basically it. So right now, nothing, didn't take anything on the equity side. I just wanted to square this morning. Wanted to bounce it right into 71.10. As you can see, there's a 71.10 spot. Reject it. Now you need to get above this and push higher. I can't take it up here. I refuse to take it up here, especially when I headed down here. But because of a spread, I didn't take it, so I'm okay with just sitting on my hands. If I don't take a position, I don't take it. I mean, I don't sweat that. Morning, Reek. Morning. So that's that. I just let the option contracts work on this one. See what happens into earnings. If we do get a decent pullback, which market typically does pull back, but again, I felt as if market pulled right into some key support. I was talking to my boy Firefighter on Friday, and I was telling him I think that we should get some kind of bounce pretty soon on the market, because of the levels that we're approaching. And what do you know, we're getting a nice little bounce today. Not a huge bounce, still needs to put in some work. But if we do break this downtrend on the S&P, I think that can get going. And as you can see, there's your Apple. Oh my gosh, this might have been the morning that I'm going to kick myself in the rear for not taking a position. Watch. All right. As you can see, Apple popped it. You got a nice little pop, pull back. You need to hold above this level to get more upside on Apple. Once that Apple get going, I think that's probably going towards that 208 level on Apple. Just be on the safe side. That square was a beauty this morning. Don't get them all, huh? It's not synced. Look at that. Look at this beauty. Oh my gosh. Yeah, guys, I missed a good one. I just let those contracts I got from Friday work. It's a little stinted, but I think it still pushes more. As long as the market is coming off this bottom the way it is, that's going to go higher. There's your trend right here that you got to respect. As you can see, I just couldn't. I could have took it off here, but yeah, this is gone. See ya. You probably push that right into this channel. Pretty much I was watching the bottom channel, held the bottom channel. I think this is probably going to push towards the top of that channel. If you break the 71.64, there goes the top of the channel, and then also last week's Friday's high. That's probably where it's probably can possibly push into. As long as the market continues to show strength like this off the bottom, that's where that'll go. I wish it was that easy. I don't want to tell you what to buy, but if you're looking at a chart, Mersha, I hope I said it right. I can pull it up. We can talk about it if you wanted to take a position in something, engage it, see where it's going. This is extremely extended. I wouldn't be surprised we start getting a pullback on this one. Look for that 70, probably say 70, 67 level around there. Probably get a pullback right into that level if we can hold this. Which you're breaking, trend break, then you probably get that 70, 60, 66, 65 area. You'll want that level to hold up to get more upside. If not, you'll probably pull right into that. Is what I'm looking on that. See what happens here. All right, there's the pullback on Apple right into the resistance. Couldn't hold that level. Got the pullback, and I pulled back. We'll come back to Square. I think some of these pops should start coming back down. Square might put up more of a battle with earnings coming up and the levels that it's at. I think it's a pretty much a okay buy, but if their earnings are bad, that can get smashed. So that's why I'm playing options versus equity into earnings on that one. What was I gonna look at? Apple. And as you can see, right into the area, broke down, pulled back. It's no longer extended. I think it filled pretty much the extension. It's trying to hold it. As long as it holds what's that, 203.43 level, I think you can probably push this back up. You break that, then you probably start dying off again. But as long as you hold that 203.43, I think you're fine on that. Apple. Square is just the interesting one right now to me. BX loss, is that a ticker? Let's find out. So I take that BX had good earnings, right? Pretty much gapped up, right? Let's walk through this one. Test it. I think we get a little bit more of a pullback. Let's just mark it real quick. Edit that. Edit. We'll say 39.49. So let's just give it a little bit more room. 48. Do 47. Okay. All right, let's see if we can get a pullback. That looks like it's pulling back. You can't go take that long till you break this trend, this downtrend. See it? So I think it's probably trying to pull right into this 39.47. If you're going to take it off that level, you have to understand you got to give it a risk towards that 39.35. If 39.35 breaks, this is going to pull back down some more. So watch that level. Market is still ripping. I think this can possibly push. I don't even know what Blackstone covers or what they do, but chart wise, they look pretty good. But that would be the level I'd be looking for. Just to have it tight. Probably what I would look at it. Put the risk reward in your favor if you're going to try to take that. There it goes. I was telling Firefighter I thought that bottom was in and we should get a nice little bounce on the market. Go watch it. Pop that. I think you start getting that little flag forming. See the flag forming? This is what I'm looking at. If you can pop this, you can probably start pushing back towards that 40 spot and get a nice little curl on it, but you got to watch the overall market. That's what I would be looking at. But again, these would be the levels that I'll look for no matter what I'll get out of that trade, because that means it'll probably pull back down some more. But here it goes. Watch this flag break, get the flag break, you pop it, probably push right into that 40 spot. If you can't break it, get out, because you'll probably get another pullback. Can't take it yet, haven't got a confirmation to the upside yet. This can get rejected here and then continue to come back down. You need a closed candlestick above it. If you do take it off a candlestick here, then your stop would have to be here, or if you want to give it room to breathe, your stop would be either one of these spots. That's how I play that. But again, see how it popped into it, now it's getting rejected, might get more of a pullback. This is why you wait for a confirmation candlestick above that trend. No problem. I just hope it works out as planned. Just understand this makes a powerful move out of the gate. You have to let it reset itself. Don't get hurt trying to chase it up here. If you do, tight stops and try to knock out a little bit out of that. Just tight stops. That's how I play it. A spot that you want to really look at is the last time it reached this 40-60 level. It had some issues, and also it had issues at, which is right here. I'm looking at charts now. These are two areas of issues it had. Need to break these area push. If it does push, you take out that 40. The other issue area it had is here, 40-60. I think that's where it tried to push into, if you can break these levels. Again, just careful. That's right into resistance. Trend broke. If you take it, you're going right into resistance. You break that resistance, probably push to 40. If you can break this, heavy resistance here, this can probably pull back. See, you got a lot of support right here. It's just a matter of who's going to give first. See, still see the flag holding up. Need to pop it. Come on, can we pop it? Pop it. See if you can get that push. Overall market still looking good. I don't know how this trades with the overall market, but come on, pop it. Right into the resistance spot I was looking at. Now you just need to pop it. Come on, what are you gonna do? Come on. Need to pop it. So 39, I think that's 85 is what it's looking like for me. We need to close above that level to see if you can get this to push higher. M2 upstairs. Go do what your mom say. You're holding up pretty nice. As you guys can hear, my kids are home. So another reason why I know I won't be on too long, because they're going to get restless. And you can hear them already in the background, I'm pretty sure. So I'll probably be heading out real early, pretty soon here. Just go entertain them a little. I'm trying to see if this is going to pop. I'd like to see if I'm right, if the level's held up. See if we can, there we go, let's pop it. Now let's see if we can take out 40. You take out 40, you can probably push that to 40-60. You need that level to hold. Overall market is still holding up pretty good. Where's it? Now you start getting this curl, you start looking good. I still don't see a solid uptrend that I want to watch yet, because it's still coming out of, you see this little pullback, you created this little range. We're breaking out of this little range here. Love to take this one out. This level right here will probably be the best one to take out to show us that we're going to push towards that 40. But right now, still trying to give you a little something, nothing solid just yet. This can be creating a higher low, which is bad if it does do that, because I can tell you more downside is coming. So you want us to take out this high to tell us that we'll push higher. If not, this can probably create a high low, just seems like it's trying to do, and then fall back down some more. But your stop should either be here or here. How I would play it. But I'm looking across the board. Market still looks okay. No problem, Marshall. Hey, thanks for following me as well. Listen, I'm not 100%. I just try to knock out quick scalps and make what I can make out of it. If you got questions, ask. I just want, people already know. Majority of people know I don't try to get people to follow my trades. I just try to show them how I trade, and if they like it, I mean, use it and then trade off of it, whatever they want to trade. It's just basically what I'm doing. But it's pretty much what I'll look for. Just pretty much had the setup I typically look for. Nice flag form. You got the base right here. Wait for the trend break. Take it off the trend break. Your risk is here or here, and see if you can get this curl to happen. If you get the curl, take out 40. You should be all right to 46, 40, 60. Start looking for that move right there. There we go. Come on. We got 40. We'll watch this one. Once this, if this pops this 40 and start pushing, then I'll shut down. As you guys know, I didn't take that. There it goes. We popped it. So now you want to see if we can continue this trend. I'm trying to see if we can get a trend. But you want to hold this level. They are. Is it the dog doing that? So my dog is upstairs and he's probably chasing kids around there, causing a whole lot of ruckus. So this is where the level you wanted to pop. Can you see how it's trying to create a little range in here? You pop this little range, you push higher. Very key right now. There we go. Come on. And then you can pretty much just start walking it up. You're starting to get a nice little trend here. I'm starting to see not the greatest. So I can just still manage it from looking at it, but see what happens off that one. I've been trading now for, I think, going on 4 years, if I'm not mistaken. 4 years. Full time. This is all I do. Yep. First 3, I would say the first 3 years. Well, first 2 was rough. The third year was and then now I'm having a blast trading. So here it is. See, this is why I said this level was important. Couldn't hold it. Here's the pullback. That's why you got to watch that. Very, very important. All right, so that little minor trend, got to watch it. All this is what you're watching. This is still your risk, and see if you can pop it. So if you want to really expand the range, we know this is an important spot. Here's your other spot you can watch. Boom. See your range now? So let's just remove this so you can see it. All right, see the range that you're trading in? So again, that's why this level is important. If you break this level, you get the pull. If it holds up, you should try to take out this 40 spot again. So that's what you're looking at. Let me just put that back on there. Undo, move, because that's an important level. And then that's how you would trade that. You bought 3 at 390. Yeah, so just watch it. I don't care what happens, you have to respect that level. And then as long as you hold this, you should be able to push. So you're right in the range right now. Pop 40, take out 40.09, get a nice little push. Looking at the overall market looks okay, holding up. Yeah, don't even take your listen. I tell people that a lot, right? Even what you're doing, you took three shares. That's not even bad because you're not gonna blow up account. Where I first started, I was taking huge size, didn't know what the hell I was doing, and I was getting hammered. Lost a lot of money until I figured this thing out. So there's nothing wrong with taking 3 shares, getting your feet wet. It's gonna help you control your emotions. Once you learn how to control your emotions, you can start increasing the amount of shares you're taking, and you can go from there. But this is not a game that you want to get in and rush it. And this is what I'm saying. This is why you have to watch this range. So just imagine if you did take 500 shares or 1,000 shares at this level. I mean, you will be freaking out already because of this little pull. Well, 3 shares, you can sustain that. It's not hurting you as bad, but it gives you a feel of what to look for, how price movement works, and so on. But watch this level. Like I said, with 3 shares, if you want, you can give it to down here and revisit it. So again, guys, Square looks like I'll come back to BX. Square looks like I missed out a good one on the equity. I was watching it on the side. Trend break, pop, same setup as BX right now. But you know how I am, guys. If I don't get my entry, I normally just back off. I won't touch it, and I'll just let the options play out. They're not up much, those contracts I took, and I'll go pull them up now. I purposely didn't pull up my Charles Schwab because I didn't want to take any new positions. I'm kind of loaded up off of Friday. Oof. So I hope I'm saying Mercier. I hope I'm saying it right. But when it comes to books, the only book I have, and I will show you in just a second. Let me just log in right quick. The only book that I have, and I haven't even cracked it open yet. I mean, I haven't even read it. I probably read about 3 pages and just stopped when it comes to this. I don't know if you trade options. Sounds like you're doing equity, so it's a totally different world. But I've been, Jesus, it's on my stuff, huh? There it goes. Sorry about all that noise. All right, let's get that back up. It's just this book right here. I don't know if you can see it. This is the only book I've purchased. I haven't even got into it. I think this is why it is so discouraging to read. So it's called Options as a Strategic Investment. I'll probably get into it soon. I don't know when. It was somebody told me about it. I just never got into it. Probably the only book I would suggest. But how do I suggest it if I never read it, right? That's the other issue. That's probably the only book I ever bought or read or tried to read. Did somebody just open that door, Lex? All right. So those Square contracts I told you guys I picked up the other day, they're the 621 2019 80 calls. And that's pretty much what I got on Square. So let's go back to BX. I don't even want to look at this. I'm like sick to my stomach right now. All right, overall market is still strong. Yeah, self-taught. I didn't go into a couple trading rooms. It was a guy named AJ. AJ, he owns his own trading room. Had a couple traders in there that I pretty much once I started with the whole Tim Sykes and all of them, and I was just blowing money across the board. Then I came across AJ Room. AJ Room, his name is pretty much all calls. He's a great room. Had a few traders in there, and that's where I really learned everything. I pretty much watched how they traded for about 3 years, pretty much. Once I found their room, I stuck to them 3 years. I watched how they traded. I was trying to take trades of how they was taking trades. Listen, I was losing money in his room as well. Not his fault. Is I didn't understand how the charts worked and everything. And as I started watching him trade and noticing certain things that different mods in his room were doing, I created with my own style of trading a system on what I like and what I found had good returns. Basically, I pretty much tracked every last one of their trades for about 3 years, and then created something that I felt comfortable trading. And now this is what I feel comfortable trading. And took a few of those webinars in their rooms, and yeah, first 3 years was hectic, must say, but it paid off over the long run. Still got a nice little flag for me here. If this level breaks, this is when you start to get this pullback. This is what I'm watching. So that's why I like to scalp, get in, get out, make a quick little buck and bounce. But yeah, it was crucial. So that's how I learned how to trade. And then I flipped to a whole lot of YouTube channels, and then I started realizing a lot of these guys on YouTube, they're just trying to sell you stuff. They're actually not teaching you, because I never understood why they were so scared to just pretty much put it out there live. It's not going to stop them from making money, but I guess they want to charge people along the way. So it's just a whole, I guess it's the business. So I don't know. I just enjoy trading. I figured, why not just do it live? So I started doing it live as I go across the board. So guys, again, Square, beautiful trade this morning. But again, I didn't take it because a 20-cent risk added on to my other risk. This is no longer valid. That see what happens. That's that 7164. I told you if we broke 7110, look for the 7164 level. I think that's where it's probably going to try to go. Let's zoom out a little bit on this Square. Right, it might be coming into some trouble here, huh? Yeah. So we'll have to take that level out. Let me edit that so I know it's not a key area. Off. Take that out, then you get that 7164 spot. Yeah, and that's the thing. And as you can see, I don't push the YouTube channel. Les, one of the guys that's always in here, he's a pretty cool guy. He'll tell you, the YouTube channel is just whatever. A competition between me and my wife. She started her own YouTube channel, and I started one, and she's trying to see who can get more subscribers. Just a friendly challenge, but it's not to generate funds or anything. I think I pretty much almost maxed out everything. I think I tried the whole green screen and all this other stuff. It was a pretty neat process while I was learning it. I actually liked it. So I learned something new through this journey of YouTube. I never knew the amount of work that they actually put in, which is crazy. The amount of work they put into these YouTube channels. It is crazy. Pretty neat though. So just because I jumped the gun last week, I didn't think we would have pulled this week, to be honest with you. But I missed out on this nice little move on the option side. I am only up on these contracts 10% right now. Nothing to be excited about. I wish I would have at least took it off this bottom. And you can pretty see why I look at certain things, and this is how I look at charts. So I noticed this area of resistance here, so I marked it, and that's why I called it out. As you can see, I just look for levels like this. So if we pop this level, sooner or later I'll probably be looking right into this range to scale out or take profits. I think this should hopefully bounce back to 72.14 would be nice, but anything can happen. Anything can happen. Let's go look at BX. Do you see it? Look at that. The range break. Look where it's pulling at. Like, you got a nice little support here. I wouldn't panic with this one until these levels take out. This can slowly work his way up, I think. The only thing I probably have some other higher levels. I would probably have to completely break this chart down, get into a depth, find the levels and stuff. But yeah. You said which one? Let's go look at that one before I head out. HEXO. HEXO, pretty neat. Let's see what that is. I don't even know what sector this is in, but not bad either. Nice trend break. That can probably push back up. Hold that channel. Let's look at this. Edit that. Just looking at some levels. Carlos, how's it going? Oh, this is a marijuana stock? I haven't played this one. I keep this one on my radar. This might just made my list. I've been marijuana stocks. I've been playing CGC and ACB. Those are the only two I pretty much have on my portfolio, but I keep this one up and start watching this one as well. I didn't know this was a marijuana stock. So, wow, we're right at so we're testing some key levels here on this marijuana stock, huh? So I'm looking at different levels and stuff. I'm sorry about that, guys. As you can see, this is what I was doing off to the side. I'm looking at the level 733, 717. These are some key levels that I'm looking at. Let's zoom in here. Are we within this range? I think so. I like here. 611, not bad. Yeah, you're pretty much in the range. Zoom back out. Yep. Yep. So the range that it's trading in right now. So let me zoom out just a little bit on this one so you guys can see the bigger picture of what I pretty much looking at. Clear this up. Hopefully I can. All right, let's see if I can get more of a time frame or time. 1 minute. Let's do. Can we do 20 days? Hey, is that on a 1 minute? Yep. All right, show you guys. So we popped out of that channel. Can you see the overall this channel right here I was just drawing? Look at the bottom of the range. These are some resistance that we're going into, which is pretty neat. I think as long as they hold this trend channel right here, we should continue to push higher. And the bottom of the range is that 611. The overall healthy chart, I think. Extremely healthy. My thought. I don't know. I'll watch that one now. I actually just added that onto my list of wheat stocks. Appreciate that, Les. I just seen the comment. I was looking at this chart for him. But yep, that's what I would look at. I think this is pretty a healthy chart overall. If this does pull back, and I'm gonna set an alert on it. Hopefully I can. I want it off this 611 area. I want to get alerted off this, so I'm gonna create alert off that level. I'm just gonna put crosses because either way it goes, I can look at it. So as you can see, I created that alert on that level. That's the only time I want to be alerted on that one. I won't buy it up here. Reason being is because I want the best risk reward in my favor. So that's what I'll be looking for. And that's how I'll trade that. So I did. I appreciate that, Mercer. I'll be. Yeah, you bought 590 exactly. There's no way I'm buying up here. I would get destroyed if this sucker pulls back on me. But now you got a good buy. 590. I mean, just look at it. I mean, how you. That's a good buy. 590. You're way down here. Here's the range I'm telling you is trading in, and you have it at 590. So you're down here somewhere. Right around this level, so you're still good as long as that 611 don't break. You're fine. I'm trying to get it off the 611 spot. You got it at 590. This would have to do a major breakdown, I think, and I just think you have some resistance coming in, not much. So this is just the wheat stock sector. How it trades, they make little runs, they get into these key areas of resistance, and then from there, you just gotta wait for that big news, just pop and run. Like I'm out 2021 on the ACB and CGC, so I'm sitting out there long way out. Yeah, you got a good buy. I like that 590 level. And I sure did miss out on Square today on the equity side. Happens, whatever. That's gonna bother me that I didn't get in that. Look at that. There it goes. Break this level, 7164, and so on. I think I even said it last. No, I didn't. I think I cut out early. I was talking to some of the guys on Discord, and I was telling them that I thought it would possibly get bought up into earnings at those levels. So let's go back. So and one of the reasons why I felt so confident with it is when I flipped through charts overnight and stuff. One of the things I noticed on this one, like let's say if we go to the daily on Square, watch this. Let's go to the daily. We could do a 9-month probably. Did I change it to a daily? Oh, why is that coming out like that? It's weird. But here's the level of support I was looking at. I felt as if we was way down here, broke down last time. I don't feel as if it's much risk. If they miss, this thing could probably drop to 49 or 52, and I'll probably buy a couple more contracts and then ride it back up into the following earnings to make my money back. So that's how I'm playing that. I just felt as if not much risk for a swing, and that's what I'm trying to play this off of. So starter size on these contracts into this earnings. If they miss, get a nice little yank right down here. I'll add up and then try to bounce it back. If we beat, I think we pop right back up to the 78.65 level, 78.93 level. So we're at some interesting levels. We get spot up and I start getting 50 to 100% return on these, I'll probably trim down into earnings and then let it play out. We'll see what happens. Where's my 1 minute? We'll see what happens. So that's still looking good. Nice little flag. Pull back. Healthy support. I always tell you these are healthy pullbacks. As long as they hold those levels, held the level, push higher, trading within the range. Pop this range. 71.64 will be in the cards. And then you can start pushing up. So we'll see what I can get out of those contracts I picked up last week. Slap this into a channel real quick. Oh, it's a channel. Where are you? So I'll watch this channel right here as it's forming. See if we pull back, hold it, then I'll see if we can start bouncing it. So this will be the channel. If it breaks this channel, like it's been doing all last week. Nice runs. Once the trend breaks, it sells off. Market is starting to sell off here a little bit as well. So when I'm talking about the market and certain things I look at the futures. ES is one I look at that break. Typically Square follows suit. Sometimes it's just delayed behind. So again, that pop, nice run. Would have been looking for this level for support and broke it. We might get a little bit more of a pullback on that in Q. I think I'm gonna have to look at NQ, which is more of the NASDAQ. Same thing. See, pull, pop, pull. See how this one held up? This is what you want to see. This is a healthy flag to me. Holding up. See if this level can hold and curl and see if we can go higher. So NASDAQ also was looking good last week as well, which was crazy to me. You can also follow it through the QQQs. If you guys didn't know that, I'm pretty sure you guys do know. And as I did work on the mic this weekend, hopefully that worked. I even reset it up and everything. As you can see, how the QQQ is the same thing as the NQ. So just another one that you can watch it off of. And for the S&P 500, the other one that you can watch the S&P 500 is through the SPY. So some of the ones I look at. Just look, zoom out. There it goes. So healthy pullback, kind of. Get back above that 289. I think that is. It's kind of hard for me to see. 289.49. Take out the downtrend. I think you should be fine to go higher. See it? Broke it. Now you're trying to get this curl up. There it goes. And that's what you want to see. Again, same thing. Nothing changes with me. Trend break. Risk is tight. See if you can push it higher. And as you can see, boom, there it goes. Yeah, I was trying to figure out. I think I was up late Saturday trying to figure out what was going on. I still don't know why I did it. I just resetted everything on my system and started everything from scratch. Hopefully it worked. Even put the mic closer. So hopefully that stops me from fading in and out. But we'll see. And there goes SPY. So you can try to push that. Take out this trend. The level that you should be looking at will be right about here. 289.90. Break that. Take out highs. And then you can go into last week high of the day. I missed out on the equity side today. It's fine. And that's basically it. No problem, Marshall. I'm shutting down as well. I'm gonna go entertain the kids for a little. So again, guys, if you guys have any questions, I'm sorry I didn't take any equity position, but I have to stick to my rules. If I don't like the risk reward, I don't take a position, and I'm fine. Or sometimes what I do is go do the options where I can control my losses even better. So you guys know I'm in those 80 calls, 621. And we'll see what happens with those. They are now currently up just 11.68%. Not a huge return. And I'll just let those play out and see what happens with that into earnings. If I get 50 to 100%, I'll start trimming down that position and then let the rest play out into earnings. That's how I'll be playing that square on the option side. Other than that, guys, if you like what you're hearing, please subscribe to the channel, give it a like, share, whatever you feel like doing. Other than that, guys, I'm done for the day. See you tomorrow. Hopefully I'll take an equity position tomorrow, depending on the setup, and then we can go from there. All right, guys, take care. See you tomorrow.